Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I just got done with a video, a quick and dirty bait talk video about the Buzzbait. I started thinking about it. I didn't really talk much about the rod. So we'll do my favorite setup for throwing a Buzzbait. Okay, first things first. This is my preference, okay? So what works for me, you know, might not really work for you guys. You know, sometimes like for example, my Buzzbait rods are a little bit stiffer than you know other rod setups, and you know longer. So just take it with a grain of salt. My preferred rod length, which is this one, is a 7 foot. It's a medium heavy. No, I'm sorry, 7'3", but it's a medium heavy, fast action rod. So I like it a little bit longer because I can get it way out there, but it's easier to get it out there further, and it makes it less effort to cast. I'm not really making target casts with this. If I'm going to make target casts to specific targets, you know, and like say if I'm trying to get it or skip it, I don't skip very well, so I suck at skipping. But if you're going to try to skip or throw at very specific targets, I would drop down to like say at least a 7 foot or like a 6'10". And then if you're gonna be throwing around docks and stuff, I've thrown this one around docks with a lot of success. And I've caught a lot of fish on it too. So I mean, it works. It works great. I haven't lost, I can't say that I've lost a fish due to this setup. So I've had a lot of really good success with this rod setup. Now the 7.3, the reason why I wanted that is because my line is thicker. This is a 40-pound braided line I use for the Buzzbait. Now I've thrown, and maybe this is just me, I've thrown 20 and 30-pound braided line, and it might have been just what I was doing, but it would just snap on me. I don't know. Maybe I was just tying some bad knots. But once I bumped it up to 40-pound braided line, I haven't had that issue with it before. I do backlash with Buzzbait. Not real often, but enough. You know, maybe once a trip. When I'm throwing this in a day, usually within the day, I'm backlashing maybe once or twice, especially if it's windy. Buzzbaits, wind, bait casters, not a good combination. But this rod and with this line helps me get it out further, and I can still make some targeted, you know, some very accurate casts with it. Now I'm not going to be, you know, I won't be using this rod to skip it. First of all, like I said, I'm not a good skipper, so I don't skip very well. I suck. But if I was going to try, this wouldn't be the one. I would get a 6'10". Try to do that, and then I don't even know for line. I'd have to look at it. I'd probably still maybe do 40-pound braided line, and then but I'd have to definitely mess with the rod settings or the reel settings, because when you're skipping, now I know enough about skipping that your reel's not set up the same way as you would just a normal cast. So I know that, but I haven't done it enough to really give you guys a good instructional video on that. Maybe it's something that I'll work on this summer. So we've got the rod. That's going to be a 7'3", medium heavy, fast action rod. And then we got our line, 40-pound braided line, zero stretch. I'm not setting the hook like King Kong on this. I am not doing a light set either. I'm kind of in between. I just, you know, you're not going to set the hook very hard when you've got this wire here. You're going to bend you're going to bend these wires out. So that's, I mean, but then you don't want to set it too soft either, because then you might not get that hook point, you know, through. You know, these are good hook points, and I haven't had an issue with hookup ratios yet. So, and I say yet because I just haven't had an issue with it. I'm not saying that I won't, but they've been really good for me. I've thrown them quite a bit, and they've been working. The reel, however, I don't know. I put this reel on here and it works. I'm sure there's another setup out there, reel that's going to work better, probably. but this works for me. And this is just a Quantum Smoke. It's a 151 high performance reel, and this is a 7.3-to-1, so it's kind of like it's definitely a faster reel. It's not your real fast, it's not super fast. It's like your 8.3-to-1 or whatever. It's just a 7.3-to-1, but it's definitely faster than your 6.3-to-1. So definitely a little bit faster reel. I feel like that's nice to have. So that way, when you're reeling this, you can, as soon as you cast, and as soon as it drops, reel up, gives you a chance to catch up. I feel like that reel is definitely going to help you out there. So, and also, if you guys are wondering, this is one of my custom rods that I've built. It's not a Savage Gear one or one that I purchased. This is a rod that I specifically built for the intent for throwing this buzzbait. Now, I mean, it's a 7.3 medium heavy. It could still be an all-around type of a rod I could use for, like, say, a bladed jig, but this is what I specifically designed it for. And the handle, ergonomic, very comfortable. You want to make sure you got something that's comfortable when you're fishing. A little something I just noticed too about my reel here. I don't have my spool filled up here. I don't have a lot of the line on here. It's probably about halfway filled, probably more, just enough. But make sure you got a good full spool of line on there. It's just it'll just help you cast a little bit easier. And then every revolution that you reel, you bring in more line. It's not like real noticeable, but it helps. So that's something else to consider too. I just noticed that. I'll probably be spooling up more line on this rod here before we get back after it. But guys, that is my trusted buzzbait rod setup. Already went over the buzzbait itself, and so now you guys know my favorite setup. I've had a lot of success with this, and we just talked about the buzzbait in the Quick and Dirty Bait Talk video. So you guys already got my juice on that. Oh, well, it's not really juice, it's just how I've had success with it. So get out there, give it a shot, and let me know how you guys do. I just want to give you guys a heads up. We got some things in the pipeline. We got I'm working on the van, the camper conversion from a Chevy Express van into a camper. We're going to use that for tournament stuff and camping out of, and it's going to be a little bit easier to do, like, so if we got to go to the rest areas and stuff, and it's going to be so much easier just walk back there, zonk out, and then go get up in the morning and just go. Same thing with camping. At campgrounds, easy, not much of a setup. I don't have to climb in the back of the pickup truck. So be on the lookout for that. That's coming up here soon. We're going to start working. I'm going to start working on those, and we're going to start running those through the pipeline here and just popping them out to you guys. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. If it's going to be one big video or if I'm going to do some series. I might just do some series because there's some content in there. We'll see how it goes. But we got that in the pipeline. I am going to be trying to get out and do some ice fishing here soon. It is getting really warm up here, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. I do have to take the boat in for repair on Monday, in a couple days here, and I think that's what I'm going to do. While I'm waiting for that boat to be fixed, I'm going to run out to the lake and get some ice fishing in. See if I can't catch you guys some fish. So I haven't been ice fishing all year, so no expectations. I'm probably gonna suck, okay? So, but we'll test out some new stuff. I have some new things I'd like to test out. We'll get on the ice and we'll hit it at least once. We'll try it. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this content. We are gonna try and get out there with some new content soon. Be on the lookout for the new van footage, the van camper conversion build. I'm going to start working on that here soon. Those videos, they're going to start popping out here soon. So be on the lookout for those, and we'll catch you guys next video.